Hi, Dr. Gary Richter here, and today we're going to talk about feline massage. So how to give your kitty a massage at home, both for the purposes of it feels good, and it feels good for both of you, you and your kitty, but also it's a really great way to start to get an idea about whether or not your kitty is sore or is having any sort of medical problems. This is a really good way to pick up on things early. So, when you start to massage your kitty, again, this all has to be done sort of on their schedule, if you will. I mean, either they, if they're into it, great. If they don't want it, then certainly don't force it. Some cats are going to be better about this than others, but a lot of them, if you just start off gently, you can kind of work your way into it. So I like to start by just by feeling their spine. Just kind of goes right down their back, and we can sort of work our way sort of against the grain of the fur here, and just kind of wake things up, get things moving a little bit, and see how they react to that. When you do that, if their muscles are super twitchy, like you see their muscles twitching, sometimes that can be an indication that they're uncomfortable. And then what I'll do is I'll gently sort of run my fingers down either side of their spine. We want to do this very, very gently, not so much your fingertips as much as like the pad of your finger. Kitties don't really like super deep tissue massage, so you want to keep it super gentle, and if they're looking at you like they want you to stop, then that's probably a good idea to do that. But again, just kind of move your way down their spine, down the muscles along their spine and along sort of the sides of their abdomen. You can feel all the musculature that runs along their spine. That can definitely get sore in kitties. So what I'll do is just sort of with the pads of my fingers, just make little circles in this area, and that's going to help bring some circulation to the area, move things around. If there's any sort of adhesions or areas where things are kind of stuck, it'll help break it up a little bit. And that's a really good way to get their back loosened. Then I'll kind of do something similar along their neck. Again, sort of along the side of their neck, just very, very gentle pressure on the side of the neck, and also right behind the ears. In acupuncture, this is a point that we use very frequently for calming purposes. So again, very gentle sort of circular pressure in that sort of soft spot right behind their ears is actually very, very calming to a lot of kitties. So you'll find that they oftentimes will sort of really relax and kind of lean into this. Then we'll start to look at the legs. So kitties obviously they run, they jump, they're very athletic, and their shoulders can get sore. So your kitty's shoulder blade, sort of sits right alongside of their chest. And what you can do is if you hold the front of the shoulder blade and kind of just gently traction back with it, what you're doing is you're allowing the shoulder blade or the scapula to glide along the side of the chest. And again, sometimes there can be adhesions or things that are stuck. And this is a real good way to start to break those things up. So I'll do that a few times on one side, switch to the other side, do the exact same thing. Again, if your kitty is really, really adverse to you doing this on one side and not the other, that's an indication that they may be hurting and they may be sore, and you might want to have a conversation with your veterinarian about that. Moving on to the back legs, again, kitties being the big jumpers they are, they can get kind of sore in their hips. So, if you feel sort of where their leg attaches to their body, you can start to massage around that area. You don't really have to have an exquisite knowledge of anatomy in order to do this. And in fact, I oftentimes recommend people to just sort of let your fingers do the walking. Your fingers will sort of tell you where to go. The cat will tell you where to go. And just find the spots that seem like they need, they need some movement, they need some massage. Really just trust your intuition here. Again, you really, as long as you're not doing it too hard and you're not doing anything that definitively hurts, you really can't go too far wrong here. But this is it's a great bonding moment with kitties. Barley seems like he's having a really good time here. Hopefully he's gonna go home today kind of blissed out and feeling real good about himself. Barley, are you happy? Was that good? He says yes. Okay, well, that's pretty much sort of A to Z kitty massage at home. I hope this helps you with your cat, and enjoy your time with them.